ladies, T-Birds, just happen to be watching some of my shh. My name is Jimmi Pynk, and I am just feeling very, very, I don't even know. I ain't got nothing clever to say. But we're not doing an edit today anyway, so there's that. And we're going to talk about The Masked Singer. I believe it is episode 3 because last week I was going to watch it and then Riverdale came on. So I needed content today because Camp One Kiki is done. So what we're going to do today is just talk about my thoughts on who I think these people are. Last season, I was pretty good at it. This season, it's a little bit tougher because we have a lot of decent singers. And number one, let's talk about the skeleton. Because I knew it was Paul Schaefer. And then when he said he was inducted to the Black Sports and Entertainment Hall of Fame, I looked that up. Wasn't getting the information that I wanted to get because it's not like a Wikipedia page or something like that. So I just said, well, images. Go to Google Images and look up the National Black History of Entertainment and Sports. The first picture you get is a statue of Frank Sinatra. So right then I was like, okay, well, you don't got to be black to be in it. And then about 5, 6 down, it's a picture of Paul Schaefer. I was like, boom, I'm right. And we were. So we can skip that because we already know who that is. The Flamingo. I gotta tell y'all, once I felt like who the Flamingo was, and then I was torn because I thought both the Flamingo and the butterfly, I honestly thought, I'm like, oh, I might have put the wrong person but for the wrong thing. But based on the clues, I think I'm right. So the Flamingo said they were discovered by a wizard. The person I'm going to guess, first thing is not the first thing you would know her from. Her first television appearance was in 1993. Was part of a girl group. Was part of a second girl group that was also a TV show. I think the Flamingo is Kylie Williams. Keely Williams. Because she acts, she sings. I know for a fact she had a YouTube channel popping. And then she had that song that has now been stuck in my head since this came on. The sex was spectacular. Oh. So, you know, she was in The House Bunny. She was in Stomp the Yard too. Yeah. I'm about that life. I think the Flamingo is Kylie Williams. Now, with that being said, I can't wait to see next week because I didn't see last week, so I don't know the other slate of contestants. But I'm feeling we about to have like a mini Cheetah Girl reunion. And we'll get to that now because I believe the Black Widow is Raven-Symoné. First of all, I knew it had to be somebody thicker. You know, because that's somebody thick. So that's not no Hollywood starlet. She too thick for that. Them thighs are big. Known for her badunkadunk, I really don't know about all of that. I do know that she is somebody that can live her true life now. She had to be squeaky clean. That's Olivia from The Cosby Show. That's Raven. That's Cheetah Girls. Like, you rocking with The Cosby Show. Ain't that a bitch? I got to be clean, squeaky clean on The Cosby Show. I'll let y'all insert your own Bill Cosby as a rapist joke right there. And that was demonetization. Anyway, but yeah, I really think that she can, you know, she can live her true self. We are aware that she is out and proud and is a lesbian and a Republican. Which, you know, with the fan base that you have, that would be quite controversial as well. Almost as controversial as her being a lesbian, honestly. Especially, coming from The Cosby Show. So, I really think that's Raven-Symoné. I do know that Raven-Symoné had tried several times to have a singing career. Even as a little kid, she had a rap. It was terrible. But anyway, I was a kid too. I was like 6 years older than her, and it was still terrible. But, yeah, I'm pretty convinced the Black Widow is Raven-Symoné. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I never mentioned, so let's do that right now. The reason why we are doing a video a day is for the Hunt for Pink October. We are on day 17, I believe. Let me see. 16. I believe we're on 16. Day 16 of the Hunt for Pink October. That is where I do a video a day wearing pink to raise money for breast cancer awareness and research. The link is down below. Susan G. Komen for the cure of the Philadelphia area because I'm going to do a new city every month. So if you please have a couple dollars to donate, the goal is $500. We're at about $200. So if y'all have anything to donate, please do that. Now, going back to The Masked Singer. So The leopard, I'm stumped. I am stumped because, okay, let me tell y'all about who I thought Chris Webber. Well, there you go. At first, I thought the leopard was Chris Webber because it had to be somebody tall. Now, it's somebody in the NBA. Let me let y'all know that right now, because the Bulls, the Magic. I'm gonna have to look and see if there's anybody that played for the Bulls and the Magic, because it could be Jalen Rose too. But my thing is I'm really stuck on that he blew out the candle and it was a 4. That's where I was leaning towards Chris Webber because his number was 4. NBA star, the thingamajig. I'm sorry, not the leopard. Not the leopard. That's the thingamajig. So let's skip to that. Not the leopard. Not the leopard. The thingamajig is who I think is Chris Webber. You know, he is a commentator and he does like the sports shows. So like the thingamajig has like the really sharp suit on. And just somebody that you would never expect to be able to sing. Thingamajig is tall. I have to try to figure out where the thingamajig is seeing from. Because if I can figure out where in the costume he's looking out of, kind of helps me a little bit with the height. Because if Nick Cannon is 6'1", this is clearly somebody that is significantly taller than Nick Cannon. But I'm like, if he's looking out the mouth, that's only about 6'4", 6'5". If they're looking at something on top of the eyes, that's 6'8", 6'11". So I don't know. I really don't know. And when I looked it up, when they said they thought it was, what basketball player they said they thought it was? My guy that used to do the dunk contest. I'm sorry, it slipped my mind. But they were like, oh, he's like 6'10". There's no way it's him. And then I looked up Chris. I think they said he was 6'8", and I looked up Chris Webber, and Chris Webber is 6'10". I was like, well, let's try this again. So I started thinking about NBA players that aren't as tall, you know, because there are some that are about 6'4", 6'4", 6'5". And trust me, your girl is clocking somebody 6'4", 6'5" a mile away, because that is my ideal height for a mate. So I was like, okay, I'm feeling that. So I was going through some people. I had thought, not Mitch Barnes. I can't think of his name now because I had looked it up. But when he said the biggest tragedy he had was when he went to rehab. That's for an injury, by the way, not for I hurt my nose. Comment below and tell me if you caught that reference. But anyway, his son, like literally, like 2 days ago, his 20-year-old son just died. So I said it's definitely not him. I was thinking about James Harden. The only injury I really heard about for that was that eye, and I don't think he went to rehab for that. So now I'm stuck on that number 4 from last time. So if it's not somebody whose number is 4, maybe it's somebody that played for 4 different teams. Maybe it's somebody who this is their 4th year in the NBA because this is the off season. Maybe it's somebody who has 4 rings, but I doubt that. You know, because somebody that's like that height is like a Steph Curry. But I'm gonna look into it because it may be somebody that played for the Magic and the Bulls. My thing is it's definitely an NBA player. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It is definitely an NBA player. The thing is, most of the NBA players that come to your mind are like extremely tall, like 6'3", 6'4" is short in the NBA. So we have to keep that in consideration. So at this point, because at first I thought it was Dennis Rodman too, but I was like, nah, I don't think so. Thingamajig, however, same thing. Like, right now my money is on Chris Webber, but he's too tall. He's really too tall, but I'm going to have to pay a little bit more attention to where are they looking out of the mask. The skeleton, like I said, I already knew it was Paul Schaefer. I'm like, that's Paul Schaefer. Especially when they were talking about the orchestra and second fiddle. I'm like, you know, I used to watch David Letterman. Like, you know, he had said something about SNL last week. And I was thinking it could be because everybody was saying Martin Short. And I'm like, Martin Short was never a member of the SNL cast. This is somebody, you're mentioning SNL. You didn't really been on SNL. And it was too short to be Dan Aykroyd. And if for y'all that don't know, Paul Schaefer used to be the musical director for Saturday Night Live in his early years. So, there's that. The butterfly. Y'all, I'm so lost on the butterfly. I said, wait a minute. Okay, so some of the people that I thought it could be either Tia or Tamara. I I really think because when they were talking about like London, well, you know they had just started doing like the UK takeover of America's Next Top Model, and Tyra had tried to sing too. But you know, when people are rich and they know they're going on stuff like that, she could have gotten a vocal coach to make herself sound better. Because I was kind of thinking like somebody, a model singer too, but anymore, all singers is models, pretty much. So it's definitely not somebody British, and it's definitely somebody to talk with some hood in their voice. So I was really thinking it don't match none of the clues. But when she started talking about some she got electrocuted and she started talking, I was like, that's Taraji. I know my girl Taraji, and I know my girl Taraji can sing. You know it's hard out here for a pimp. Yeah, ain't that crazy? Taraji P. Henson got an Oscar for Hard Out Here for a Pimp. But I just don't think that that's her body type. I don't think that's her body type. Like, Taraji is small, but she is very hip. She's very bottom heavy. You know, like not when we say bottom heavy, before anybody try to say like I'm saying she's big. No, bottom heavy just means like your top is smaller than your butt hip area. Like she got a lot of back and a lot of hips. So I really don't think that it's her, but it's somebody that can flip hood real quick. And I know Tyra can do that. And it's definitely somebody that does not have a British accent. Though it could be somebody that can act and just came out speaking in an American accent, but I doubt that. So that's it for The Masked Singer. Again, this is day 15, 16, whatever day it is. Whatever day this get uploaded, that's what day it is. Of the Hunt for Pink October, where I wear pink every day of the month of October and do a video every day in October to raise money for breast cancer awareness. Again, the link is down below. It's a GoFundMe. The funds go directly to the charity once we hit the goal. So I don't touch any of the money. If y'all think this is like a scam or scheme, it is not. If I needed money from y'all on YouTube, you guys are like the most wonderful people in the world. Like I got quality subscriptions, not quantity subscriptions. Like I love y'all for that. So when I need something, half the time I'm not even asking y'all. I'll just mention it and y'all give it to me. So I don't gotta come up with no scam to make no money. So that's down below. You can click on the GoFundMe, find all about it, and please donate what you have. And with that being said, I want to know what y'all thought about The Masked Singer. Who y'all think some of these people is? Let's kiki. Let's talk about it because, child, some of them I was like, that's who that is. Boom. And I'm very good at The Masked Singer. Okay? Very good. So, because I be paying attention to them clues. I knew it was Rumor Willis last year before anybody did, because when she brought out the family heirloom and it was a scrunchie. Holla at your girl. But in the meantime, keep it greasy. Deuces. Oh, stuck to the chair.